I've written a book, and this book is an eagle's perspective of my journey. However, in a very profound way, my journey is also your journey because we go through the same steps to try to understand why we're here, what is our purpose, and where are we going, and what should we actually be connected to, what's real and what's not, what's true and what's false, right? So, this book that I've written gives you a roadmap to get to the place where you have been created to be. You know, I don't think you guys know how important you are to this realm. You're much more important than you know. The reason why you don't know is because no one ever really told you. And it's hard for you to see it just because of the environment. I feel like the environment has not cultivated the best in you. It may have just, I heard, curated the worst in you. Curated the worst in you is what I heard. Meanwhile, I heard you're heaven sent. You're a being that is heaven sent, but you have to recognize that though. If you don't recognize it, then you can't move in that energy. So you must recognize that first before you can move as an angel on earth. You've been made special. There's no one like you. It's just that some of you haven't seen a certain aspect of yourself that you need to see, or you haven't done something yet that you need to do. There's something special in accomplishing something that you've never done before, because it gives you confidence, not only in what you accomplish, but it gives you confidence to do more. So if you haven't experienced that yet, it's a good time to seek ways to skill up, like up your skills. It's a good time to do that. It's a good time to learn something new. And you don't have to go to school to learn something new if you don't want to. You know, there's so many courses available. There's so many websites where you can learn new things. And it's not really about school. It's about your skills, you know. People that choose to go to school, that's just a choice. But you really don't have to. Now, you can if you're someone who feels more comfortable with structure and being guided. But still, there's still courses that are guides, you know, that are aligned from a foundational perspective. Like their curriculum is foundational. So if you're someone who likes to learn in that way and not learning pieces of information about a certain topic or a certain skill, if you don't like the increments and random, you know, the random possibilities like on YouTube, because see, one thing about YouTube is that some people do create courses, yes, but then there's others that just have random videos about certain aspects of whatever it is that you want to work on, and then it's kind of like you have to put the puzzle pieces together. But if you just take a course where everything is all in one, then depending on who created it, it usually is foundational when it's a course. So yes, you can and it's less expensive because college is very expensive. So if you want to avoid debt like me, avoid it like me. And I don't want to deter you from going to school, because if you want to, it's fine, because you know, where there's a will, there's a way. So And also, you have to make, if you're going to go to school, you have to make sure that you go to school for something that's relevant. Don't go to school for something that's irrelevant, please, because if it's not popping in society, don't do it. And when I say that, I mean, like, if it's not popular, if it's not something that you see is going to a place, then don't do it, because I almost did that. And thank goodness I changed my mind. Because, you know what? I'm going to tell you guys something. My father actually wanted me to go to school to be a lawyer, because he just knows that he still says it now. Like, he want me to go back to school. After all that time, listen, sir. You got to talk to my dad. Listen, sir. I'm done with that part. Now I'm on my own learning journey. I learn what I want when I want, because I'm not structured anymore. Now I'm going on a learning journey with spirit now. This is the second portion of my life. But you ask my father, he thinks I should go to law school right now. Still, regardless of everything I told him that I want to do, no, you need to be a lawyer. You know, I'm going to tell you something else too. So I spoke to a lot of lawyers, right? When I was working, like, in the bank, I was able to speak to people that do all types of different careers, and when I would help them on the phone, I would ask them questions about their experience as a lawyer or a doctor or whatever. But in this moment, I was interested in the experience of lawyers, and I spoke to all different types of attorneys. So I would just ask them, like, how they feel about work. Oh, majority of them, they hated it. I don't even think there was one that said they liked it. I was like, wow, you went to school for all that time. You spent all that money. You struggled through preparing for that LSAT, which will pluck your brain for real. And then you start the job and you don't even like it. Oh, that's heart-wrenching. Like, oh no. So I did my little surveys through talking to my customers, and I would just, talk to them about their life and how they feel about being a lawyer. Many of them were drained. Oh my gosh. No work-life balance. Many of them were very drained, overwhelmed, and done. A lot of their responses was like, oh, well, I get paid a lot. I was like, damn, I don't want that. I don't want that. And so I am someone who naturally advocates, because that's just me. And that's actually, I almost became an attorney. So my undergrad degree is in alignment with that. What I got my undergrad in is in alignment with that. But an attorney is an advocate, a counselor. I am an advocate, a counselor, but I am a spiritual counselor. So if I had have taken on the role of an attorney, I would have completely disregarded my calling, and I would have been stuck doing a thing that's kind of like the thing, but it's not the thing. And then I would have been so mad at myself trying to accommodate my father's belief of me instead of my own knowing, my own inner knowing. So if any of you have experienced someone that's really close to you in your life seeing something for you, which is not a bad thing, like him just telling me that he believes that I could do that, it's a good thing. I mean, I feel like it gave me confidence too, because becoming an attorney is not easy. And he's still talking about go. No, I'm done, okay? I did a long time, I'm done. But I'm in a space where I fit. I fit where I am now. I fit with what I chose to go to school for. It fits me. And after I got my undergrad, I continued to go to school. And the focus I chose, the major I chose, the degree I chose, I allowed spirit to help me with that decision, because I had gotten a little confused, because I was like, okay, I got my undergrad, preparing myself to become an attorney, and right at the last minute I was like, no, this is not what you want. I had to coach myself. No, girl, This is not what you want. Don't do it. It's like my higher self was talking to me, you know, like telling me, like, don't, girl, you better not. You better not, because you know you don't. So once I listened to myself, because she was yelling at me, girl, I listened and I made the decision that I knew was right. I want you guys to feel comfortable consulting with spirit to make decisions in the physical. Wow. You know, a lot of people say that when they read tarot for themselves, it doesn't work. And a part of the reason why, I mean, it works for me, but I think it doesn't work because people want a certain outcome. So if when they read, it doesn't show them the outcome, they get fearful and scary. So they try to change the reading around. But when you know how to read tarot, you see what you're looking at. And there could be different scenarios in one reading. And then you could verbalize each one. But many times, especially if you ask, can you give me like a straightforward question, Spirit? They will tell you the answer. So Spirit has been very helpful when it comes to me making decisions as to if I should do a thing. And then I'll meditate on it and then ask more questions about what they've told me. So for those who read tarot, try that in your own life, you know, because Spirit is true. I still am like flabbergasted when it comes to reading tarot, because it's so amazing how when I read for people, because I don't do like the personal readings alone. You only get a reading with me if I well, at least that's how I have it now, if you purchase the mentorship, the one-on-one mentorship, which I'll put the link here. Okay, so that if you would like to get a one-on-one session with me, you can. Okay, but when I do these readings, I find it so like amazing how on point Spirit is. And then I am the vessel with like many others that know how to read, and I can interpret what Spirit is telling me about the person that I'm on the phone with or that I'm doing video with. I find it amazing, and I always ask Spirit, like, what do you guys do? Do you guys like shake my hand to make the right message come out, to make the right card drop? Like, what do you guys do? Like, how does it's like so amazing to me, because you know, when you're helping someone in any way as a reader, and you've never met them before, and if it's on the phone, you haven't even seen their faces, but Spirit picks up on their energy and is able to tell you about them through tarot. Like, wow, it's a tool. It's a tool. See, I channel, but tarot is a tool to communicate with Spirit as well. And there's other people that channel also. So there's multiple ways to connect to Spirit, also through meditation, even in your dreams, you know. But it's just it's very cool. I just wanted to say. So if any of you want to learn tarot, you don't have to use it to read for others. You can just use it to read for yourself. You can start there, because once you learn for yourself, then maybe you'll feel comfortable reading for others, you know. It all comes with time, I guess. Yeah, time and confidence. And you must be comfortable with your intuition, because if you're not using your intuition when you read tarot, I don't know why I'm on this, but I guess I'm supposed to be. If you don't know how to use your intuition when you read tarot, then you're just going to be reading what the cards mean. But there's so much more to it. You have to pick up on those intuitive nudges and waves that are sent to you based on your subconscious record, in a way. Like it's also tapping into the collective consciousness at the same time. I mean, it is. Okay, so If any of you are interested in learning tarot, let me know. If you want to learn from me, let me know. Because the more people that tell me that they want to learn, then I'll see that it makes sense for me to make a course. Even though someone did tell me that before, and I've been so busy with everything, but I am going to create a course to teach you how to read just like me. You want to know how to read like me? But there's going to be so much more than a regular tarot course when it comes to learning like me. You got to put a little work in. So if you're not ready to put that work in, you know, it's not that much work, but it's good work. It's good work that it will also help you in your own life. Okay. But yeah, so that was just a little story where I veered to a few places just because I was explaining my story about my decision making and me redirecting myself in a moment where I almost made a big mistake. If I had have become an attorney, I would not be right here talking to you. I would be in a New York City office somewhere. No, actually, I would have still been in law school right now. I wouldn't even have been working yet. I would have still been in law school. And I would be going into my second year if I had have done that. That's not where my heart wanted me to go. That's not where God destined me to be. I'm supposed to be right here doing this work, not the other work for the other people. Not the other people. No. No, no, no. No, 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 honey. I had to really check myself. Because I have a mission, right? You know when you have a mission and you know what's been on your heart since a child. Some of you know, some of you don't, but that's okay. You know, eventually you find yourself when you take the time with yourself. You find yourself when you take time with self. Wait, I gotta write that down. Un momento. Because that's true, honey. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Yeah, that's correct. Right. Okay, I'm back. I just don't want you guys to make the same mistake, or I almost made the mistake. I caught myself. I caught myself falling. I was falling. I caught myself. I think one of the most scariest things for me in my journey of making decisions for myself is to make a lot of money and then be unhappy doing it. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, it's like you get one thing and then you're missing the best thing. You get one thing, but then you don't really like what you're doing. Oh my goodness, there's so many people that live that life. There's so many people, you know, there's even, I could tell by their actions too. There's many doctors that don't really like people, and they became doctors for the money because they don't really care about the people. You could tell by the service that they don't care about people. But they became doctors because they want that check. And when you do anything for just the money and you don't have the passion for it, first of all, you're miserable. Second of all, it's likely that you'll make ridiculous mistakes because you damn near don't care, or you don't care. You just care about the check, so you do the bare minimum to get your needs met financially. But from a passion point, there's nothing. There's no connection with the position. That is like the most miserable, I think, life. I think that's a very miserable life. Because your heart is not in it. You're not in it. You're just there doing the same thing over and over again, and you don't like it. So try your best not to be that person. Align yourself with what you love, and then make it revolve your career or business around what you love. When you do that, you really I heard you escape the dungeon. Dungeons and Dragons, I just heard. Isn't that like a game or something? Well, I heard dungeon. Well, escape the dungeon. Escape the dungeon, because you don't want to be in there. Because you kind of you get stuck. Nobody wants to get stuck in a dungeon. Oh, only the dragon can get you out. You know why? Hold on. It's the passion. The dragon has that fire. The dragon has that fire. So the dragon can burn, what's it called? The bars of a dungeon. Just melt them, and then you get free. So the dragon right now for me is the passion. It's the passion. The passion of God, when it burns within you, you choose that passion and align it with I heard your means of survival. When you that's very powerful, to align your passion with your means of survival. So that just means doing what you love and getting paid for it, because that's how it's supposed to be. But it's just that many of us get stuck in jobs that we don't want to be in because we don't follow our passion, or we don't even get to the point of analyzing oneself to know who we are, to know what our passion is. That's sad for the people. I don't want you guys to feel like that. I remember I felt like that. Oh my goodness. I had so much trouble. In the beginning, I changed my major so much times. I started with business administration. Then I changed to nursing. Then No, I didn't change. I was going to change to nursing. And then, but I didn't. Then I actually did change to speech pathology, because I was going to be a speech pathologist. This is what I went through in the early beginning, because I'm interested in so many different things. But then once I realized that I don't really want to work in hospitals, I don't want to work in that setting. I feel like that setting would like bore me in a way. I need to see different things, because I'm just giving you a part of me so that you can see a part of you. Maybe from what I'm saying, it can help you in some type of way. So because I think in so many different sectors of life, I cannot just be doing one thing, because there's too much I want to do, so I can't just be over here doing one thing. You know, while I'm doing one thing, when I have free time, I want to work on the other thing that's cool for me. So I knew that if I get into a position where there's not continuous growth opportunity or continuous innovation, I can't be in that field, because it'll drive me crazy. It's gonna drive me crazy. So I can't do that. So once I recognized that about myself, I said, oh, nah, girl, you better do the right thing. Like the movie said, do the right thing. So I did the right thing. And I want you to do the right thing in your life too. I want you to be confident in the decisions that you make, confident in yourself, even when you don't feel confident, because sometimes there's moments in life where you might feel a little like, oof. Oh, wait, hold on. Sometimes you have those moments, no matter if you're masculine or feminine. Well, if you're masculine, I'm sure you're not going to do all that I just did, because, you know, that's me. But in your own way, you might, like, try to put the strong on, but you might feel a little weak inside. Like, ooh, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? So, even when you're scared, we gotta go. Even when you feel a little nervous, like, ooh, I got butterflies, but I gotta go. I got butterflies, but I gotta go. Okay, so I want you guys to learn or practice. Practice with little things. okay? Because the more you practice, the more comfortable you'll feel, and then the more daring you'll be. You'll become daring, and then you don't really care that much. And then you just do it because you love it, and you do it because you want it, and then you do it because you're supposed to do it. That's where I need you guys to be, in that space, because it's free. It's real wavy, okay? All right, okay, all right. See, ¿qué pasó? All right, so I think that's all I have for you for this reading. My honey roses. I am Mystic Alchemy, for those who don't know me. Everything you do, do it with love. Always remember the creator is in you and the magic is too, because you're magic. Much love to y'all. See you in the next video.